Hi, what up? So we're back with the Subway series. Back with my first video in a minute. Basically, I was thinking about. I haven't made a video in a while. Been dealing with a lot of personal drama, which I won't get into. But I have been thinking about ideas for videos to put on, and I was like, you know what, let me make a video. So the first thing that came to mind is Cyberpunk 2077, because it's a brand new game, long awaited, been playing it. First game I've played significantly in a while. Top of that, it's getting a lot of criticism. So I've played through, I think, about 10 hours of the game. So the prologue to the game is long. It's like, it varies depending on the life path you choose, I believe. But it essentially, what the hell is going on, yo? Why is it? Hold on a second. All right, yeah, that's focused properly, right? Like it's autofocus lock. All right, okay, whatever. All right, so driving around Manhattan, about to go to Queens. Cyberpunk 2077 by CD Projekt Red is a long-awaited first-person shooter RPG, sort of in the vein of Fallout, which I love Fallout, in the sense that it's a first-person shooter with RPG elements. And when I say RPG elements, I mean leveling up, I mean skill tree, I mean that kind of stuff. So, all right, it's been getting a lot of flack. Let's address the major issue as I know it. It's glitchy as hell on last gen. Apparently, at this point, I'm playing on last gen now, even though I have an Xbox One X, which is the latest iteration of the Xbox One. That's considered last gen now. So, it's designed, the game is designed for PC, or, you know, if not PC, then the higher, the current gen or next gen consoles. And so, because that game freezes, I've had the game freeze quit on me like 4 times in that 10 hours. I've had it stutter. Okay, so that's a significant, I mean, that's significant, right? But at the same time, like, I don't play that many games. Like, to me, whether the game style play suits my level of enjoyment is way more important than if there's some glitches in it. So that didn't affect my feeling or score that much. I love this type of game because I love, like, Fallout games. I love, like, first-person shooter RPGs. And basically, like, the Fallout level system was probably a little better, but the skill tree in this is super fun. The number of weapons and the type of weapons is way better than Fallout. The first-person gunplay is way better than Fallout, and it has like a Mass Effect style upgrade system where you can upgrade your body, your cybernetics. So basically, it's, I mean, in my opinion, it's kind of Fallout on crack. It's like it's a Fallout style game, but with better everything except performance and, I mean, perhaps plot, although I like the plot so far a lot. Like I said, I played through the prologue and then, like, one very long story mission worth, like, a couple hours, and then some side quests. So, you know, so far into that game, I played Corpo. I'm liking it, man. I'm liking, like, you know, it pushes the hardware, right, beyond what it's capable of. But it has a great world. The combat is fun. The story is good. The graphics are crispy. It's R-rated. There you go. So, like, it keeps me wanting to play. It's like GTA and Mass Effect almost and Fallout combined. It's like Fallout but GTA, because it's like open world and you get side missions, and it's, I don't know, man. Well, Fallout was like that, but it's like, it feels more like GTA. But Fallout, like, in terms of the RPG side of it, and in terms of the, you know, and honestly, like, the last GTA didn't have the best combat. Like, this combat is super fun. You can hack stuff while you know, and that's one of the areas where you can level up. So you level up your hacking and stuff. You can hack cameras or people's guns or their like electronic devices, overload them, blind people that have cybernetic implants. Like, it's dope. And then that's not even counting the upgrades you can get to your eyes, your arms, your legs, you know what I mean? Like, you can double jump eventually. I haven't gotten that. I think you can dual wield. You can, like, you know, you can upgrade your melee. So your melee is like these blades that come out of your forearm. You can get those early on, called the mantis blades. So for me, I mean, like, oh man, like, I'd probably give this game like a 7-8. I'd give it, like, certain aspects of it are like a 9.95, and then other aspects of it are like a 4.6. So, you know, what does that give you? That gives like a 7.8 vibe. For fans of either Cyberpunk or this style game, it's a solid 8.5, 9. I mean, honestly, if you take out the glitches alone, it's an 8.5 game. If you just take out the glitches, it's an 8.5 game. Like, the glitches are huge because, like, I mean, that's an unfinished game. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, like, I'm granting them leniency because of my enjoyment of the game and the genre. But that's pretty bad for a game that's been that long in development to have that level of glitches on systems that only became last gen this year. And technically, they should have been developing them for them. But clearly what they were doing was really developing for the computer and sort of, I think, waiting maybe until the next gens came out, so that way at least they had consoles that could run it. I mean, they're issuing refunds right now. Like, I believe both Xbox One, Xbox One and PS4 are allowing you to return the game. Like, they're accepting refunds on it. Like, PSN pulled it from the store, which is pretty much unheard of. And yet, I still recommend it. I mean, it's a fun game that's unique, great for that genre, and, like, really, like, it's well done in a lot of areas. It's just, you know, it wasn't ready for those. It wasn't ready for those. What I like to call current gen, but last gen consoles. I mean, if you're calling the other ones next gen, then these ones would be current gen, right? You can't have last gen and next gen, can you? Yes, you can. Anyway, so that's my review for Cyberpunk 2077. Leave a comment. You know, do anything like, just like a comment like hating me, or like, just tell me what kind of moron I am, but just comment and like it, and then tell me I'm a moron. That said, that's my review. Car series, you know, this is the week of Christmas, so, you know, Merry Krima. That was bad. Merry Krima. But Merry Christmas. And somebody said I said something about offensive about Native Americans earlier in a previous video. So fuck Native Americans. Nah, just to clarify, like, I was joking about quite the opposite. I was joking about how Thanksgiving, you know, essentially commemorates an atrocity against the Native Americans, the indigenous people. I refuse to call them Indians. It's ridiculous. And it's just funny to me that it's like we all get together and eat, and like we murdered these cats. And so I feel like the comment I made in the other video was like talking about that. and about like, oh, I wonder if like Native Americans like burn little statues of white people or like hunt white people on Thanksgiving as a joke, and like that was somehow viewed as offensive. So I'm assuming offensive towards Native Americans, because if it's offensive towards white people, like, I mean, who gives a shit? And in particular, this person, I don't think would give a shit. So anyway, it wasn't in any way disrespectful, or I mean, I didn't feel like it was disrespectful to Native Americans, and I stand by the statement 100%. Like Lucian Warren, you know, copyrighted, you know it. Like, I stand by all those jokes because they were on point and they were coming from the right place. So, Lou know it. Have a Merry Christmas and a happy New Year. And hopefully 2021 is better than 2020 for all of us. Probably not Trump supporters in certain ways, but for the most part, it should be better. Peace.